Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we do have a couple things going on. First of all, we did hit 125,000 subscribers. So as always, thank you guys so much. And we will be doing a $100 giveaway. Be subscribed, leave a comment, you go into the draw. We'll do the draw a week or so from now in a community post. So be subscribed so you can see the community post. And that will be that one. But once again, guys, as always, I really just appreciate the support and can't believe it. So moving on from that, we're doing all active codes for July, and then we're also going to go with what my wish list would be for a new player if you're jumping into the game or re-rolling or anything like that. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see on screen, on the left-hand side, we have the redemption code website for AFK Arena. In the middle, we have all the active codes. In order, up the top is like the best ones, and then going down to the worst ones at the bottom. And then we have our game on the right-hand side. Now, the way you're going to go ahead and redeem these codes is you're going to go into your player. You're going to hit the top left corner to get your player ID, which as for this account, enter your own account, don't enter my one. But this one is going to be 130545033. We're going to grab that. We're then going to go ahead into settings and we're going to go for verification code. So this is like your 2FA type thing, your two-factor authentication kind of vibe going on. So we're going to enter that in here, 552484. Obviously yours will be different as well. And then we're going to hit login. And then we are in. And as you can see, you can do the drop down. It's going to give you every account that every server that you have active on that account. You can enter them all in. You can enter the code, do the drop down, and then enter it for multiple servers. But here we're only worried about this one. So the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to go over here into the redeem code, and we're going to just copy and paste all of these codes. Now, all these codes I will leave in the description in a pinned comment, so you can copy them to a notepad. And you can do literally what I'm doing here. It's easiest on the PC, and up the top here, you'll see that it gets the green tick, meaning it is approved. Now, I hope none of these are inactive. If they are, we will find out here because it is a fresh account that hasn't really got any of them. So let's go here, boom, boom, Prince of Persia. Okay, Prince of Persia is dead. I don't know why I had that one on the list. So Prince of Persia is dead, don't take that one. Moving on from that, we go here, we go redeem. That one's good. Redeem. And let's go again. Yes. Redeem. Like I said, on a phone, this is a bit more annoying, but hey, if all you got is a phone, you can still do it. It's just a bit more tedious when you're entering this many. Redeem that. The Prince of Persia code wasn't a huge one anyway, so no big loss there. And then the final one there, the cheat code. And away we go. So now that we've redeemed all those, we can jump back over here into the game. We don't need the dual screen anymore, so we might just jump over here and do it like this. So with that out of the way, we go to the mail. We collect all this stuff, and as you can see, the first ones that I entered were the good ones. You can see here, this account's been around for a couple of days, so ignore it. I prepared it before I went on holidays and came and didn't get to make the video on time. But we do have this one here, which is fantastic. Get that one. So you are getting 65 scrolls from these codes, plus a bunch of other goodies. We'll just go ahead and collect all of those. And not too bad. So when we go over to the bag, we will see that we do have those 65 scrolls, which is, and as you can see, the diamonds keep rolling in. We do have the 65 scrolls, which is actually really nice for a reroll, so definitely get in and do those now. But then we go over here. We do have the diamonds as well. Not a hell of a lot. As always, we can always get some free diamonds around here by just clicking on that, jumping out, and you get some more free stuff off Dolly, which is always handy. And then as a new player, if you're getting into a new account, soldier supplies, you'll be on day one. Like I said, I prepared this a few days ago. So day one, you instantly get the free 1,000. And then you can get a few from soldier supplies and stuff like that. Sorry, not soldier supplies, from the boot camp, but don't stress too much about that. This Wukong, something that I didn't realize, all you gotta do is click this share button and then you get the Wukong. So we can go like that. We can click share. Didn't work, doesn't matter. We go ahead here and we can collect Wukong. You get a free Wukong to start. Good early game carry as well. And then we go through that. Then you've just got your general quest for clearing the first chapter, and you're going to get a few extra diamonds from this. So we'll see what a rerolled account would actually end up with. And it's more along the lines of, cool beans, more along the lines of that with the 55. Keeping in mind, you can still go to all your hero portraits and open up the story, and you can actually get 100 diamonds from each of your heroes, but we're not going to do that now because that is a little bit too tedious. So that's all the codes. That's everything you get. 65 summons plus 5,500 diamonds. Not too bad. We will pop those in a sec on this one, but I just wanted to quickly go through the wish list first. So we'll just clear out this wish list and go with what I would go. So light bearers, and I do every once in a while do like a full in-depth explanation of what I'm choosing on these wish lists, but for now I'm just going to give you a quick fire look at what I would do if I was a new player. So Rowan is a no-brainer. I really do like Rosaline as well. She has so many uses. Lucius is a god early game, so if you get some copies of him, he's fantastic to leave in there. And then you've got some flex spots with the last two, something like Cecilia, you've got Gwyneth, you've got Eluard. Pretty much you can choose whatever you want in these spots, but I'd normally go something like this for me personally. That's just along my, play style and my taste. Then we have the maulers. Now, maulers are very flexible on what you want to put anywhere. I always go for the chicken because once you get him ascended, you get his 3 furniture. He's fantastic in so many teams. I always go for Screg because once again, he has furniture that's fantastic. Now, unfortunately, all the maulers are pretty average early game. Titus isn't too bad in the early game as a carry, but besides that, they really do kind of struggle. But Screg and chicken are my two go-tos. I do like having a Sophia. Sophia is just really nice for some support in the early game as well. And then you can literally make it up of whatever you want. You got Titus for some damage. If you get a bunch of copies, you could use him as a real early game carry. You got Totem Dude for some heals, Kren for some fun. A lot of people like Citrana, a lot of people like Drez. It's literally whatever you want. I'd probably go something like that off the top of my head. Now, moving on to this wish list, the Wilders had been stable for a long time where I'd always go for Iron, Leica, Tassie, Pippa, and the last spot sort of was always Saurus. Now, Saurus is still fantastic, but his main position in now seems to be boss fights, which you can mercenary one for. So me personally, I go for Raku, but Raku or Saurus or any combination of those 6 units I find is quite fine. But for me now, I just really like Raku because he's a bit of fun in the later game. And then as we look at Graveborn, my staple for Graveborn, just because early game they're amazing, these two are your #1 carries. Damon's probably a bit better than Isolde, but both great carries for the early game. So hopefully you can get some copies of one of those two. And then my remaining spots always go to Silas and Odin because they're fantastic. Now we do have things like Thorin and Gazul who become really strong in the later game. But for the early game, I don't put them on the wish list. You can choose something like Pharrell, you can choose Nara. Pretty much those are the main two that I would swap between. Probably Pharrell. You do hit some Isabella stages in the early game, so it's nice to have a Nara to counter that, but either of them will be fine for your wish list. So let's go ahead and pop these summons and see what we would have ended up with. Your first 10 pull is guaranteed to have a purple. We got a double, which is really nice. Not too bad to get it started. Like I said, you don't really want to see maulers, but Titus isn't a bad mauler. And chicken. Okay, so we pulled a Sophia with the first summon on this account. Then we got those two, so not the greatest reroll ever. But once again, you are guaranteed a purple on every third 10 pull after that. So now we get a guaranteed. Hopefully we can get a double to make a better value. Let's see, only a single. And what you're really looking for is Damon and Isolde. They're the two that you want to have as a carry. If you don't get either of those two, you're probably going to be looking at using that Wukong, that free Wukong you got as your carry until you can get a better option moving forward. But let's go ahead and pop this. Okay, we got another purple, not too bad. A Rosaline. Yeah, this account ain't looking like something that I'd really push with. I'd rather get a best start than this, unless we get something crazy in these two 10 pulls, which we probably ain't going to get. You know what, let's pop those 5 singles because, there's odds are hopefully we can get the guaranteed in these next 5. Hopefully we can get it. Not going to get it. Rip the dream. But that's the thing with the guaranteed pulls. It's not actually every third 10 pull. It's every 30 pulls. So if you do like the last 10 as singles, like I said, there is that guaranteed one that we were looking for. And we actually popped a Zafrael. Not too bad on that. Not the best Celestial to have in the early game, but, he'd probably carry pretty hard for the first 5 chapters and then he'd probably fall off. But as you can see, we ended up 14 summons away from the 100. So 76 summons ain't too bad for your rerolls at the stage in July. But anyway, guys, that is going to be for this one. Don't forget the giveaways on. Be subscribed, leave a comment, and you're in the draw. And then, yeah, that's my wish list. That's all the codes. If you are rerolling, if you are just new to the game, good luck with the summons. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.